2 years ago tomorrow, we met in this city at a painful moment in the history of this country and in the history of this administration. I told you then that we intended to profit from this lesson, and I think we have. I told you that we intended to intensify our efforts on behalf of freedom, and I think we have. And I told you then that this government would not hesitate to take the initiative in this hemisphere in meeting its primary obligations to our security whenever that should prove necessary. And last October, we acted to meet those obligations and are prepared to do so again when necessary. In part as the result of last October's events, there is today more widespread assurance that both peace and freedom can prevail in the world. And while our vigilance cannot be relaxed, there is a tendency among many of your readers, as well as your writers, to devote more attention to our domestic scene and to the quality of life in these shores, and I think it's very appropriate that we should do so. Mr. Khrushchev has said that the hinge of history would move when the Soviet Union was able to outproduce the United States. Quite obviously, as the leader of the free world, as the keystone in the arch of freedom, as the country, and I'm convinced of this more and more, as the country upon which the cause of freedom and its survival in the world and its ultimate success finally depends, I think it's most important that we develop for our own people not only a more fruitful and productive life, but we also demonstrate to the world that a system of freedom offers an example which they can hopefully follow.